What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Noob Sniper bringing you another Destiny video. April 14th, Bungie dropped the 1.1.2 patch update. A massive, huge patch addressed a whole slew of issues, and here I am going to talk to you about them and my thoughts on them today. So, the patch notes in its entirety will be found in the description below. I'll leave a link to the official Bungie website. This was a massive patch. It was 6 gigabytes, which I assume a lot of that is actually preloading some House of Wolves content. So when the House of Wolves actually rolls over on May 19th, it's not, everyone doesn't have to wait 6 hours for their download. People already have it pretty much downloaded on their disk or on their console. That's what I guess. But anyways, 1.1.2 is a massive change. There's a lot of changes on a lot of different fields. Let's get right into it here. Going through spotlight improvements and additions. So we have vault capacity increased to 24 armor slots, 36 armor slots, and 24 general slots. This is great. This applies to both consoles. However, on the old gen console, the 360 and PS3, you could not compare gear, and that was just because of some memory restrictions in terms of adding more stuff to the vault. Limited what memory usage they had for comparison, so they disabled that. That's fine. Colorblind support, which is really cool. They have, I'm going to try to pronounce this, Deuteranopia, Protanopia, and Tritanopia. 3 different colorblind settings. I actually enjoy playing on Tritanopia just because it looks good as someone who's not colorblind, but I assume this is going to help a lot for those who are. Audio control, so there's now volume control and music toggling, which is really nice. There's also chat control too. You can up your party chat or down the party chat, which is really nice. You can now lock your items so that they cannot be dismantled, which is super good because holy crap, how many times have I accidentally dismantled the legendary I wanted to keep? That's good. And they updated a small update to the ball in the tower. It is now super sexy. So some weapon general fixes. Now that they fixed a bug that caused players to lose ammo when you switched weapons while dead. So if you were dead, you try to switch weapon, you would lose ammo. They fixed that. Ammo consumables when you were dead didn't work before. Now they fixed that. Pocket Infinity is less likely to fail, and the 4th Horseman weapon stats were restored to its original intended values. Now what this means is that the 4th Horseman actually was kind of unintentionally nerfed since the last 1.1.1 patch, where it kind of got hit with this random bug. They fixed it now. The 4th Horseman is a beast in PvE. Try it out if you have it, and you're on PS4 or PS3. Some perk fixes. The Thorn's first-person player feedback poison effect was updated. The Thorn, if you get hit by a Thorn in PvP, your screen, like, it looks like you kissed Shrek. It's really that bad. It's a huge, huge, huge effect on you. Be really careful when you're facing against Thorn users. The White Nail perk no longer triggers on immune targets. Now this has been kind of debated. I've seen on stream where it does and doesn't work. I think they still need to fix that. It doesn't look like it's fixed yet. The Don't Touch Me's, which has the defensive reflex perk, no longer triggers on throwing knives, again PvP. Performance bonus ammo on fusion rifles, which was reduced, so that, again, that's another PvP balance. And they fixed an issue in 1.1.1 that allowed icebreakers to persist ammo after respawn. I mean, that's not a big issue there. And the world, so this is some world updates. The players can now choose to wear their helmets in the social spaces, aka the reef and the tower when the reef is out. So you can actually wear your Helm of Saint 14 or your or your Insurmountable Skullfort in the tower now. The quest loot pyramids are now easier to spot. Some, again, quest indicator badges in the tower. Minor details there. Increased Crota's Bane reputation rewards on Eris Morn bounties. So now you actually get, I believe, 100 minimum or maximum. I think it's actually just 100 rep every time you turn in a bounty for Eris, which is really nice. It means people are going to be able to upgrade her rank to rank 4 quicker. Nice. Fixed a bug where Major Thralls had 2 jaws and 2 left hands. I never had the opportunity to see that, but God, I would love to see a Major Thrall like that. Fixed a bug where players' equipped items do not receive experience from completing missions. That's great. That means the daily event and your Nightfall and Weekly now actually offer you gun experience, which is nice. Weapon experience. Minor fix to the Black Garden featured story. And fixed a bug where heavy ammo consumables were not available for purchase from Azure. I think this is a way for Bungie to cover their own ass and say, hey look, heavy ammo is going to be there every week from now on. Let's just lay off. So it seems that heavy ammo should be there. Heavy ammo and engrams should be there every single week from now on, which is nice. Big, huge changes here in the strikes. The Valis Ta'arik's strength has been reduced by 33%. They've also reduced the number of major combatants in that fight. Valis Ta'arik is 33% less health. Amazing. It's really, really noticeable. Go do a Valis Ta'arik strike and a rock strike. It is so noticeable. And again, less majors too. In the Dust Palace, you also have reduced majors, and they lowered the strength of the Scion Flayer's shields. I believe in a previous note, again from Bungie, the shields were going down 15%, 15%. So that's a nice little change. Raids. Everyone wants these raid changes. What happened in 1.1.2? So in the Vault of Glass, the Vault of Glass will no longer display a highlighted activity notification. That's minor. They fixed a bug where splash damage could penetrate the Aegis Bubble. The Aegis Bubble is when you get the relic and you hold again, the left bumper, or what is that, L1. When you pop the little Aegis Bubble, splash damage could actually hit you inside and do damage to you. So they fixed that. Shield relic melee attacks now land Minotaurs more consistently. That's a big thing. You remember when always you'd see the Minotaurs, you have a relic, and you go to shield bash him, and then nothing happens. He just kind of looks at you and hits you. They fixed that, which is really good. And improved issues associated with walking through teleport. You will not get teleported back into the middle of fucking nowhere anymore. It's actually good now, and it works. So the Vault of Glass, nice improvements there. Crota Zen, this is where a lot of people want these fixes. Can you please, Bungie, fix these? And they did. Crota will now wait until fully standing before a sword attack. So there is no more nonsense where he's kind of halfway up and then he swings at you. He will have to be all the way up and then initiate his sword attack. They fixed a bug where sword immediately despawned after killing a sword bearer. Very, very nice addition. Very, very nice. Now the swords should not despawn. Swords will now last a full 30 seconds after being picked up. There is no more issues of trying to time it or whatever. It's 30 seconds as soon as you pick it up. So, that's all the PvE stuff, the single player, not against other Guardians. Here is the PvP portion, which is huge. Massive PvP portion changes, big changes to the Crucible. So, some general stuff. They greatly reduced the weighting of Blind Watch and Fire-based Delphi, the two maps, in Control, Iron Banner, and Inferno Control playlists, so that's good. They fixed a bug where a player that was killed by an enemy could commit suicide and be revived for points. That's, again, a skirmish, I believe, thing. They fixed a bug that prevented players from receiving points for neutralizing a control zone. That's good. That's a minor detail. Fixed a bug where capture points were not properly disabled after the game ends. A minor point. They added incremental revive timers to skirmish and salvage. So, a sub point. Each time a teammate revives you, it takes longer than before you can be revived again. So what that means is if you get revived one time, the next time it takes a little bit longer to revive you. If you die again and they go and revive you, it takes even a little bit longer. It'll get to a point where you actually auto respawn before you can be revived. So that's pretty nice. Stopping power. These are three bounties, three PvP bounties, which are amazing changes. Stopping power, the stopping power bounty now requires shotgun kills instead of shotgun sprees. Target practice now requires hand cannon kills instead of sprees. And electrocutioner now requires fusion rifle kills instead of sprees. What this means is that those three bounties are now easier to do. I think it's like 15 shotgun, 15 hand cannon, 15 fusion rifle. Super easy to do. Easy bounties. That's a great change for sure. It promotes a lot of PvP oriented stuff. So maps in Anomaly, they added some invisible physics to prevent people from hiding. In the Shores of Time, they added a kill volume to the open edge of a cave to keep players from hiding. I'm not sure what that means. I've never really experienced that. And the Burning Shrine, they moved the spawn point to fix a camera view. Minor detail. Alright, ammunition. This is a big change here. Crates are now visible for all players long before they are available to pick up, with a countdown timer added to show when they will arrive. This is a big change now. Instead of trying to memorize, okay, heavy ammo spawns at 9, special ammo spawns every 45 seconds, let's fix this. Now they have a timer on every single ammo crate and a little outline that shows you where it is. To continue on here, Guardians no longer drop special ammo on death. They lowered the amount of special ammo picked up from crates from 50 to 25%. The special ammo crates respawn was the respawn timer was raised from 45 seconds to 120 seconds. So instead of every 45 seconds you have special ammo spawning, it's now every 2 minutes. They increased the drop radius when a friendly picks up special crate from 20 meters to 100 meters. So now you can be in a much wider radius before the special ammo won't pick up. Slightly increased interaction time on the special ammo crate. So instead of picking it up in 0.1 seconds, you now pick it up in 0.8. Very, very negligible change. It's not really noticeable. They reduced the number of special crates on the maps and relocated them, generally from 6 to 8 crates on a map to 3 to 5. Some maps will even have 1 or 2 depending on the size, of course. Special and heavy ammo bricks now despawn when a player dies on a timer. Oh, excuse me, when a player dies or on a timer. So either when they die and, their bricks won't be there anymore, or 20 seconds for special and 30 seconds for heavy. So if you're in the proximity and special ammo drops, it will take you 20 seconds before that will just instantly despawn. Heavy ammo now lets everyone know which player or faction picked up the ammo. There's also an increased warning time on heavy from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. So now you have 15 seconds to prepare for heavy ammo. Again, you will see a little indicator on the map where both heavies are and a countdown. It's actually a really, really nice change. I will address that and touch on that just momentarily. So, user interface, there was some new visual treatment to quest nodes and nodes that involved quest activities. That's really convoluted. There was some new visual treatment. Players can now click the left stick to hide the user interface when inspecting items for screenshot and sharing purposes. Really, really nice little touch. If you have let's say you just find a Monte Carlo, you want to show your buddies, you want to take a screenshot of it. When you open up that your Monte Carlo, it shows you all the perks. You can actually just hit the left stick, whatever it may be on Xbox or PlayStation, and it will hide all the perks, and all you see is the weapon, which is actually pretty nice. They fixed a bug where precision kills did not appear correctly in the menus. I've actually seen that. I noticed that when I used to use one of the missions, I would be shooting these guys in the head and get 0 precision kills. Now it shows that correctly, which is nice. And user interface flyouts are now easier to navigate. I'm not sure what that means. Audio. They fixed an issue where stealth vandal audio was being suppressed by gunfire or other loud sounds. This is some interesting ones now. The Titan's Ward of Dawn now has audio indicators at low energy, so players can more easily read when it will time out. And players walking into enemy Ward of Dawn now hear a sound when blindness is applied. So I'm assuming what that means is that if you have a teammate and they pop a Ward of Dawn, or even a teammate to pop a Ward of Dawn, there's actually an audio indicator of when it's low energy, so you know when to hop out, when it's going to go away, and when it's going to vanish. And enemies, when you walk into an enemy Ward of Dawn, you actually now have a sound knowing that there's going to be blindness in that bubble. So you can avoid it, you can get into it, get out of it ASAP, whatever. A couple of companion app issues. They fixed issues where combined arms grimoire score was pointing to the wrong unlock column. They fixed an issue where grimoire cards were awarding the incorrect number of grimoire points. And there was a few technical errors that they fixed. So all in all, I thank you guys for listening to this. It was probably a long-winded thing here, but all in all, I'm going to touch on the PvP stuff. I feel like PvP is a really nice change. Heavy ammo and special ammo seem to dictate how PvP rolled. If you controlled special ammo, if you controlled especially heavy ammo, you could cockle stomp any team that you wanted to. Special ammo was also being abused in that everyone was using sniper rifles, everyone was using shotguns, everyone was using fusion rifles. Now that's very limited because you have to be careful of how much special ammo you use. It's actually going to be a secondary weapon. It's not primary anymore. People will have to actually use their primaries, believe it or not. And the shotguns, fusion rifles, sniper rifles, those will all be secondaries. What else do we got here? I like the ability that it shows where the special ammo and heavy ammo and when they're going to spawn in, because that lets you plan out, okay, let's bait this special ammo. I know that special ammo is going to be important to that team because they're on the losing end. I'm going to stand here and try to snipe them, or try to shoot them even when they go to and try to get that. Same with heavy ammo. So now special ammo and heavy ammo can both be baited and used as a luring tactic. I feel like that is a good change. I know a lot of people are going to complain. A lot of people are saying they're going to switch to the invective or the icebreaker to regenerate second ammo. That's fine, but you're going to be limited on time, considering those aren't exactly instant regeneration features. All in all, I like the bounty changes for PvP, the stopping power, target practice, and electrocutioner. I really think those are some great changes to change them from sprees to just general kills. The incremental revive timer is also a very nice touch. That adds a lot of focus and a lot of importance on making sure you stay alive instead of having to die. The raid changes and the raid fixes were long waited for. People really wanted this, especially the Crota's end. They wanted the sword and they wanted the Crota standing up glitch to be fixed. Those are both addressed. That's really great. That means hard mode should be a lot more user friendly. It should be a lot easier, and people should have a lot less issues with that. The strikes were a nice touch, reducing Valus to Auric strength amount and reducing the shields on the flares, which is a PlayStation exclusive strike. That's really nice. I wish they would have also touched on Omnigul, because I feel like Omnigul's health is also a little bit too much. Maybe if Omnigul's health was reduced by 20%, that would be nice. And another strike that is a pain in the ass, and I feel like they still need to fix it, is the Undying Mind strike, which is a PlayStation exclusive. The Undying Mind is a whole bunch of majors and ultras, and it is a absolute pain in the ass. Every time I try to do that strike in a rock strike, everyone leaves. No one wants to do it. I feel like they need to address that and change that. Some general fixes, yeah, those were all good, and I like the vault capacity. I think vault space is what everyone kind of wanted. Volume control is really nice, colorblind support, item locking, all really good. Overall, my opinion of the 1.1.2 patch is that it was fantastic. It's great, really well thought out, especially coming up to the House of Wolves. I feel like these are some really welcome changes, and I hope that everything that the House of Wolves brings is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll make a separate video on what's possibly to come in the House of Wolves in the future, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. I assume this was a pretty long video. If you stayed around all the way to the end, type a number in chat. Literally any number between 1 and 4,000. Cool. Alright guys, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more Destiny content. Thanks guys. Have yourself an awesome day.
Lost the lead. You may be defeated, but you must never surrender.